Can you really beat a fresh pair of socks though? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hello my loves and welcome to this video. I'm going to be talking you through my current training routine because my body has gone from this to this and I am weighing the heaviest I have ever weighed, which obviously messed with my brain at first, but it is the best thing that I have done for myself. And I wanted to take you through what I've changed, what I've done, because I was at the same weight of 50 kilograms for, well, like 3 years, and I always wanted to put on muscle. I wanted to gain muscle and I wanted to see my body change and see what I could do, but it was really hard until January this year, January 2022, is when my body really started to change and where it got really exciting. And I want to talk to you about it because if you're a female who wants to put on muscle, and maybe if you're plant-based as well, because I am, then this is how I did it. So this video is going to be quite in-depth. I'm going to go through a little bit about diet, about training, my current split, and just lots of details basically. But first we're going to go for some brunch in the city, so let's do that. This is honestly one of my favourite supplement shops. Okay, so I've never been to this gym before, but the changing rooms are actually so nice. So I'm going to get ready and then I'm going to take you through my upper body session, and then we're going to talk about how the hell I have transformed my body in this past year. So let's go. So a little bit of a backstory. I had been working out since I was 16, and then when the pandemic hit, my main goal was to just stay lean and grow the booty, you know, standard goals, because I couldn't work out in the gym and I really wanted to build strength, but I found that very challenging when I was at home, because the way that I believe that you have to really build strength and muscle is by lifting heavy, eating a lot and lifting heavy. So that wasn't really my goal in the pandemic because it just wasn't achievable. But since I moved here in January, that has been my goal and that is what I have really been sticking to. So that's had to include a change of mindset and obviously a change of my workout routine. So today I did an upper body workout following one of the Evolve You Upper Body A days, I think it was, part of my Strong program, and I've started to start my upper body workouts with trying and attempting to do chin-ups and pull-ups, but oh my god, they are so hard. So that's why I'm doing these right at the beginning, to hopefully just get better at doing those. And the workout was mainly focusing on shoulders and back, which was super fun actually. I managed to reach a personal best, wow, my shoulder press, yes. So I was really happy about that actually. As you can see, I am struggling, and I love it when a workout is like this, when I actually feel like I'm strong. So following the program is just a much easier way to just know exactly what I need to do. Like I said, if you struggle knowing what to do in the gym, then it's an amazing app to follow along with. So yes, lots of shoulder presses and then more shoulder presses using the Smith machine, which was brutal, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was hard. And that is all I actually recorded for my workout, because the gym was quite busy and I really didn't think it would be busy at this time in the afternoon. But I'm shocking at recording in the gym. That is what I have learned. Next year, I hope I can get better. You can't beat the feeling after a good gym session where you've lifted heavy, you've got personal bests, and the endorphins are just there. So that was an amazing session actually. I'm so bad at recording in the gym. I realise that, and I know that I may get better, but I just feel so awkward. I just feel so awkward recording in the gym. I don't know what it is, but I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, as I mentioned when I was talking through that workout, I'm using the app Evolve You by Krissy Cela. Krissy Cela is honestly like an inspiration to me in terms of like even fitness, business, life. I just feel like she has the perfect balance of masculine and feminine, and she lives and breathes her business. Anyway, I could make a whole video about Krissy Cela, but that's not what this is. So Evolve You is basically an app where you can choose what workouts you want to do and what kind of your focus is. So I was on the strong guide from January to around July, maybe June, when they released the lower body strong guide. And then when they released the lower body strong guide, I went onto that guide. I knew that my goals were I wanted to get strong and I wanted to gain muscle, so the strong guide was an obvious one for me, but there are so many different guides to choose from. I will put them up here on the screen for you to look at. But I'm really enjoying the strong lower body guide. But I'm changing it up a little bit now because my goals are really to build a lot of that strength like within as well. So I want to incorporate more like what's the word? More like not weighted workouts, like just using your own body weight workouts, things like that. And I want to do an Olympic lift. That is my goal for next year, 2023. So I'm really working towards that right now, but I'm still following the guide because the workouts are so good. And if you're someone who goes into a gym and you feel like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what I feel like, I don't know what I feel like doing, I don't know where to start, then getting an app is going to change your life, and it's going to make your gym journey so much easier, and following a program is going to make the results come so much quicker. Like, I don't think anyone should be going to the gym solely on wanting to gain physical results. I don't think that is a good motivator. I think it's you want to feel good, and then looking good just comes as an add-on to that. So if you are someone who doesn't know where to start with the gym, then following a program, because it's going to make you feel good, and most likely if you're following a program you're going to get results from it as well in in time. And I just think it's made me fall in love more with working out, and that's the goal. The goal at the end of the day is to fall in love with working out and make it a lifestyle. That is what I've learned in the past year, is that fitness is my lifestyle, and I don't want it to take over my life, but it's going to be a part of my life forever, and that's a great thing. So I have to enjoy it, and I have to try and enjoy it, and I have to make time for it. So it's not just a quick fix. It's not just like an 8-week program and you get results and then that's it. I'm never stepping foot in the gym again. That's not what it is. It's a program that's going to make you fall in love with yourself, fall in love with working out, and fall in love with that feeling after, and just the mental clarity. And I cannot say enough good things about the app Evolve You. I'm obsessed. I love it. And the more confident you get in the gym, and the more like you know what you want to do, you know workouts. From using the app for like a year, I feel like I know the basics now, so I don't need the app anymore. But on those days that I'm not feeling motivated, the app is there to rely on. The app is there to just fall back on and say, but I've got this workout, all I have to do is follow it. If I didn't have that, if I had to make my workout for every session, maybe the motivation or the discipline wouldn't be there as much. So I also think it's great for being disciplined and just getting you to the gym. A huge goal of mine this past year is just getting to the gym, even if I'm not doing a big session. It's just getting there and building that consistency, which I think I touched on in another video, but I've been all about consistency recently. I don't care if the session is bad, as long as I get there and I do something. I also want to talk about something I feel like people don't talk about enough, and especially women who are weight training and wanting to change their body. I feel like we don't talk about weight gain enough and how that can really mess with your mental, because when I started to put on weight, I made this mistake, and I feel like it definitely was a mistake. I saw the scales in the gym around 6 months ago, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna weigh myself, I'm so curious. And I actually wish I didn't do that, because it really threw me off for a few months. I had gained almost 10 kilograms in the space of 6 months, and for me, that was crazy, because as a child, I was always someone with a fast metabolism who didn't really gain weight. I struggled to gain muscle even when I wanted to. So then to have weighed myself in around, I don't think it was 6 months, I think it was like 4 or 5 months. It was 4 months. From January to April, I gained almost 10 kg, which was insane. And I freaked out. Like, that really freaked my mental head out. So when you are anyone, male or female, but obviously this video is kind of directed at females, and you are gaining weight, then it can really mess with your mental health and your headspace, and you think, is there something wrong? So as I mentioned, I made the mistake of weighing myself, and it really threw me off. It threw me off my goals. It kind of made me forget what I was striving for, and that was to be strong. And whenever, there are some people you can say like, oh my god, I've gained so much weight, and they can say, oh well, they can suggest things like stop eating this. They automatically think it's a negative thing, and you have to kind of trust yourself and be in your own headspace of just saying, actually, it's not a bad thing, and weight gain doesn't have to be a bad thing, because as we know, muscle mass actually weighs a lot. So if you are weight training, then it's likely that you are going to put on weight. And a tip for this I have is just to stay away from the scales. The scales don't determine how good you feel, how strong you actually are, and how your body is feeling and trusting your intuition. And I think that's what working out and weight training is all about. It's about trusting the process and not focusing on numbers. Of course, if you are weight training to compete, then it's all about the numbers, it's all about BMI and all of those things. But here we are training to feel good, we're training to get strong, to build strength. Those are my goals anyway. So the scales don't really play a part in that. I don't need them, I don't need to rely on them. So a tip I have for you, if you have similar goals, is to just stay away from the scales, trust yourself, trust how you are feeling, and really try to listen to your body. And the way that you can really start listening to your body is starting to be intuitive, changing, eating more whole foods, changing up your diet, and consuming good things, and also meditation. This allows you to just be more in tune with your body and really feel for what you want, because sometimes our body is actually telling us what we want, but we're not in tune with it, and we're not one with our bodies, so that we don't even know. We end up ignoring signs or leaving it until it's too late, until we're burnt out, until we're exhausted, and then we're like, oh yeah, I have to change something. But if you catch it earlier, if you catch it before that happens, then it's really good, and then you are on a great journey. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my training routine now. Now, as I said, I'm using the app Evolve You, where you can choose 4 to 5 workouts per week on each program, depending on what program you choose. So I aim to work out. Initially, when I lived in my previous apartment, I lived 10 minutes away from the gym, a 10-minute walk, and I will never take that for granted again, because now I have to get a bus, which takes me 30 minutes. Unless I'm going straight after work, or if I'm in the city, then I'll try and go in the city if I'm ever going there, because it just saves so much time with that commuting. But I used to train 5 to 6 times per week, and that was for around 6 months, from January to July, and then I had a good 3 weeks off of summer where I just trained from home, which actually was really good. And I think when you are training and you can start seeing results, it gets really worrying when you have to go on holiday or you don't have time to train that week because you have other priorities. It gets quite scary because you're thinking, oh my god, I really don't want to lose this progress. But After that, after having 3 weeks off when my family came, I went to the gym like a little bit, and I worked out from home, but not nearly as much as I was doing, not lifting nearly as much weight. And when I got back to the gym after those 3 weeks, I felt incredible. I felt amazing, and I could lift. I felt strong, and it was amazing. And for all that time, I was fearing that, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to lift as heavy, like all my strength is gonna disappear, like I'm not gonna be able to do this. I was so stressed. And also, that is not why we're working out. We're not working out to feel stressed about the next workout. We're not working out to put pressure on ourselves. We're working out to feel good, to live longer, to live a healthier lifestyle. So if you do have that, like have that fear when you can't work out, when other things are coming in your way, then I suggest to you to just remind yourself of the journey. Remind yourself that this is your lifestyle. It's not, you're not making fitness your life, your one priority. Because when we see a lot of these fitness gurus online, they're getting paid to train. They're getting paid to look good. They're getting paid to work out and record content every single day. So of course they are going to look incredible. Their bodies are going to look insane because they do it 24/7. And guess what? That's their job, that's their living. But for a lot of us, we have other things, we have other priorities, and we do other things. So just reminding yourself that you're creating consistency, you're building habits and creating consistency. You're not there to wear yourself out, to stress yourself out, and to, live by fitness. So that is just a tip I have for you when it comes to training and your routine. But now for me, I'm actually training 4, sometimes 5 times a week, but it's usually just 4 times. Yeah, so it's usually just 4 times a week that I'm training now, because due to commuting and due to life and everything that's happening, I aim for 4 times. If I can do 5, then I'm super happy. So, and that's really working for me. Honestly, I just think the main thing is, no matter how many times you are training, how many times you're going to the gym, as long as when you are there, you are making the most of it and you are pushing yourself. That is the key to gaining strength, is pushing yourself. And there are a lot of like fitness influencers and people out there talking about this, so I'm sure you might have heard them say similar things. But yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about really pushing yourself and making the most of the session when you have the time, when you are there. So 4 times a week is actually working for me, and I am on the strong lower body guide for Evolve You, and then I just make up my own stuff sometimes, to be honest, because yeah, I'm focusing on Olympic lifting and a bit more mobility and maybe introducing some cardio, but I really don't enjoy cardio, so I'm not even going to say that, I'm just going to take that back. I'm taking that back. So as we're going to come to the end of this video, I'm just going to talk about some of my training goals and where I want to take my training and how I'm going to go about that. So a really cool thing happened today actually, and this has happened a lot recently, and people have actually came up to me, and people I know, like friends of course, and said, you look really strong, like you look really good and strong. And that makes me so happy and so proud, because that, not the external validation is not my goal, but I feel it. I feel strong, and I feel like I might get to that stage, where I'm just doing my everyday things in everyday life and you can actually see the muscle. That is my goal. Like, I don't want to be flexing for you to see my muscle. I just want you to see my muscle without me even flexing. So that is one of my goals, but also another one of my goals, as I touched on before, is to do an Olympic lift. There are 2 Olympic lifts. There's like a clean and a snatch. I would love to be able to do both next year in 2023. So these are my goals for like next year, and that would be really cool, because also doing the movements of an Olympic lift, they're very like big moves which target the big muscles. So doing them is going to give you muscle and make you look strong as well. So that is my goal, and I just think an Olympic lift is really cool. And also my dad used to do them when he was younger, so I just think it would be really cool to be able to do an Olympic lift like my dad used to do. He used to compete, but I am not going to compete, so that's a really big goal of mine. And just to keep at it and keep being consistent with it and not putting too much pressure on myself. I know a few months back, as I mentioned, I would get so stressed and so annoyed if I didn't get my session in, and sometimes that's not serving me, so I'm gonna try not to do that. But also my sessions really make me feel good mentally and physically, so prioritizing them, and that is something I do, and that is something I want to keep doing, you know. If it means I can't see it, if sometimes it means that I can't meet with a friend, or I can't make last minute plans because I have my gym session scheduled in and I really want to do that, and that might sound like, sometimes that might sound like it's not good and it's not healthy, but for me it's actually really healthy, because that's just putting myself first, sticking to my own discipline and my own schedule, and that's how I like to live. So I'm gonna stick with that and just aim to get some new personal bests and get stronger. Keep upping that weight and introducing more cardio into my workouts, because it's really good to get out of breath and to push your heart rate once or twice a week. I say that and I'm just in a phase right now where cardio is just not fun. So we're gonna see how that goes. Now, I really hope this video didn't seem like a sponsor for like Evolve You and Krissy Cela. I didn't like mean it to come across like that, but that is honestly the app that has taken me from 50 kilograms to 60 kilograms. And I think I'm probably a bit heavier than 60 right now. I haven't weighed myself. As I said, I'm staying away now. Yeah, that is what has taken me to that weight and to feeling this good and to actually having the physical results, like actually seeing the physical change. Because I don't know about you, but for me it takes time. Like, my body does take time to actually show those physical changes, so that app has really made it possible for me. So I love it. I really love it. And if you are thinking of getting a fitness app to get you into the gym because you feel uninspired or you don't know where to start in the gym, then I just think it's an amazing, incredible app. And it's super easy to use, super easy to navigate. So I would suggest it to anyone, but I don't know how long I'm going to be using the app, you know. Like, I might end up stopping it soon if I feel like I can do my own workouts, if I feel like I can create my own and still feel the benefits. So I'm gonna see how that goes, but for now I love it. I'm gonna end this video here, and I didn't touch on diet too much in this video, but I am plant-based, so that's another really amazing thing that makes me feel like really proud actually of the results that I have made, considering I only eat plants. So if you want me to make a video on that, then I'm thinking of doing that. I'm thinking of doing some kind of weight gain, muscle gain video being plant-based. So I will hopefully be doing that if you guys want to see it. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed recording it and talking to you about this. It's something I'm so passionate about, and if you are too, then let me know. And also, if you are based in Sweden, if you're based in Stockholm and you like weight training, comment below, send me a message. Let's do a session together. I am all for training together, pushing each other, and yeah, just feeling strong and feeling good together. So if that is you, then leave a comment below. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it somewhat inspired you or helped you in terms of your weight gain, muscle gain journey, if you are on that journey. But yeah, that was the video, and I appreciate you for watching so much. If you do want to know about, you know, my plant-based diet or anything along those lines, then just comment below or ask me any questions. I'm always happy to help you. But also, I don't want to sound like, you know, I'm so amazing and everything. Like, I have a long way to go, but what's most important and what I've realized this year is that I'm enjoying it and that it's a journey, and I'm really excited. So thank you again for watching. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day, week, month, life, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.